Chapter 13. Warbeak and Loggalog had to force Matthias to take a rest. The young mouse had set a scorching pace, marching through the night from the far borders of Mossflower Wood. The gorilla shrew had trouble keeping up. He was smaller than Matthias and did not have the advantage of flight like the sparrow. Always several yards behind, he panted for breath as he stumbled gamely on. Even Warbeak was beginning to feel the effects of prolonged low nighttime fluttering. Through the woodlands, around trees, over bushes, it was not the same as a clear, clean flight through the upper atmosphere. Only Matthias kept going at a dogged, headlong dash. He stopped for nothing. The heavy sword hanging from his shoulders by a length of cord thumped against him as he urged his legs forward. The breath rose ragged in his throat. His companions realized the urgency of the situation, but they saw that if Matthias continued to drive himself at this rate, he would soon collapse. The matter was solved when Matthias tripped upon a tree root and went sprawling flat. His two friends pinned him down and held on while they tried to talk sense to him. Finally convinced, Matthias sat among the ferns with his allies. It was not wasted time. They held a council of war. "You carry on to Redwall, Matthias," Loggalog said. "I will wait here for my band. We'll force march most of the way. Don't worry. The gorilla shrews won't be far behind you. We'll make good time in this cool night air." The young mouse was assailed by gnawing doubts. "That's all very well, but how are we going to scale the wall into the Abbey grounds? If Clooney has captured Redwall, he's bound to have sentries posted upon the ramparts."
"What for Ratworm want sentry?"
Warbeak shrugged her wings.
"Him catch Abby. Not know we come to catch back."
"Warbeak, you're right. But it still doesn't solve the problem of how we get in," Matthias replied. The young Sparrow Queen winked cheekily.
"It's easy. Me get sparrows to open little worm doors in wall, east, south, north. You see? They do good. Warbeak go now. See friend Matthias Mouse at Redwall."
The Sparrow Queen shot off into the air like an arrow from a bow. Matthias arose to continue his journey. Loggalog stayed behind and waited for his warriors to catch up. Beside the north wall gate, Plumpin stirred. He groaned and rolled over. There was a bad wound on the back of his head, but he was still very much alive. The first sight that greeted the Dormouse's hazy vision was 3 sparrows standing over him. They were Dunwing, Battlehawk, and Windplume. Silently, they slid Plumpin out of the open door into the woods. Dunwing gave orders to the 2 sparrow warriors.
"Take red rag and grease. Bring many sparrow. Fly quiet. Grease other little worm doors. Wait till Queen Warbeak come. No let the ratworm see warriors. Go now."
Throughout the night hours, many sparrows worked secretly on the locks, bolts, and hinges of the small wall gates. Somewhere in Mossflower, Matthias was still pressing on to Redwall. Loggalog and the regiment of gorilla shrews were hot on his trail. 1,000 sparrow warriors perched in the branches of trees all around the Abbey, waiting.